Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on the Angry Birds movie. Now, as you know, the Angry Birds movie is a 2016 computer animated comedy film that was meant to be based on the popular game Angry Birds, and after its success, we eventually got a theatrical film. And I think we all know what Angry Birds were. Basically, you could hold your fingers on your iPad or so, watch the slingshot get swung, and hit your birds onto the pig buildings to watch the pigs fall down and progress for the next level. Now, the premise of the film is meant to feature Red, who is meant to be a typically angry and kind of annoyed bird who's seen as an outcast by the rest of the others at Bird Island. And you can tell, due to his anger, his more kind of shortcomings, he's pretty much placed at anger management class, where he meets some of his other friends. Chuck, who is kind of like the quickster and kind of the more hyperactive one. Bomb, who is kind of the happy-go-lucky one who keeps exploding due to surprises, and Terrence, who's the big, over-the-top, quiet, tough guy. And I would say Terrence does kind of count a bit like the fourth member. And you can kind of tell Red is meant to be seen as a bit of an outcast. He's meant to sort of feel like he wants to be accepted and approved of. And one day we do see how the pigs come to Bird Island, and it seems like they want to be friends. And you can kind of tell Red starts to see that there's more truth going on than what there is. And after something that happens to the eggs, this causes Red and the other birds to go to Pig Island and take on the pigs head on. And I would say the movie has a bit of a message about not letting anger get the better of you, and also to let it sort of be part of who you are. Because I feel with anger management, they say that anger's a bad thing, but to me, anger is justified. We feel it when we're annoyed, irritated, angry, and so on. But it's important to let it out in small, healthy doses. And I think Red does work as a character. You can tell he means well, but lets his anger get the better of him. And I feel like at least you can kind of tell the birds look like what they're supposed to from the app game, only with some slight modifications. And I feel at least when you got it near the end, they at least try to keep it true to what the game is, where you've got the slingshot, where you see each bird having a different ability and how it plays out. Again, when you have a film, you want to have more time to get to know your characters, more time to sort of understand what they are besides in the game. And I think it's something the 1995 Mortal Kombat film did right, as it had more time to build with the characters. It's also the reason I think Sonic worked well, because Sonic was meant to be just starting out. It's also looking at Detective Pikachu, as it wasn't going with a big sort of journey story, more like something from Zootopia. And I would say surprising enough that eventually in 2019 we did get a sequel, the Angry Birds Movie 2, that met with a positive reaction. But I think, to me, even though the movie is a bit of a hit and miss, it's still enjoyable, and at least still tries to stay true to what the story is, and at least features the giant slingshot and what you have near the end. So I think, to me, the Angry Birds movie is enjoyable, and something you can relate to if you get angry, annoyed, or fed up with other people's actions, or people getting you annoyed, and so on. So I think this movie deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.